Yo, what's up everybody? It's Keaton here today doing a Volcanic deck profile. I had a previous one up, maybe Saturday I believe, or just sometime last week. And I took it down for the only reason I took it down was because I realized that I was playing 41 cards and 3 upstarts. So I didn't want to steer you guys in the wrong direction. But I made sure this was 40 with the upstarts and all that, because if you're running 41 and 3 upstarts, might as well not play the upstarts at all. So yeah, and in that one I didn't have a side deck, but in this one I kind of have an idea. I still don't have all the extra deck stuff because I was playing dolls for a little bit, so yeah. But I'll show you what I do have, and I'll tell you some recommendations and all that. But yeah, let's go ahead, get into the main deck. Playing the basic version, 3 rocket. Just search out the new trap card. It's a 19 face, which is actually pretty good. Most normal summons are like 18 or lower, but there's the occasional 19 and stuff. So this is pretty good. You usually want to open up either this. Something I forgot to mention, this is the Traptrix Volcanic build. I'll probably put it in the title. You want to open up either this or Marmelio every game, and if you do that, you'll obviously have a huge advantage because you just +1, so it's just ideal to open it. 3 Royal Firestorm Guard. I usually like to side 1 out just because I mean, while recycling is important, you don't want to see it. Like, basically, this is your Marmelio of the deck, just with a different name, and searches a different thing. And this is your Dianea. You always want to see this first turn, and you always want to see this very late game, or a little late game, once you get like 3 scatter shots and a shell, or a rocket engrave. And yeah, so it's very good. 3 scatter shot. This is a Regeki on your opponent's turn. They establish a field in their main phase to go into battle phase, and if they have game or just a lot of damage on board and you don't want to take it, you can activate the trap card's effects, Blaze Accelerator Reload, and ditch this, draw a card, and then send 2 more from your hand or deck and Regeki your opponent's field. And they take 500 for each, so they take 15. Yeah, it's just an amazing card. It's probably the best offensive card in the deck. And yeah, so it's just very good. 3 shell, pretty obvious. Just send this with the trap card, reload, and then pay 500, and then just keep recycling it, keep drawing. Yeah. 2 Marmelio. This card, just like the rocket, you want to open up with it. Yeah, if you open up this, you're going to open up an extra trap more than your opponent, because this is going to be a bigger trap heavy format. So yeah, you probably want to open up with this. And then 2 Max C. I chose to play this over Valor just because I don't think I think the traps in this deck make up for Valors, like the Nightmares and the Fiendish Chains and stuff like that. I think they make up for Valor, so if you just have a huge established board and your opponent's very low on life, you can just drop this during your draw phase. I find myself doing that with this card in like every deck. Just set 5, or summon something, attack, get them low, set 5, pass, draw phase, activate Max C. So they have to like blow up my board or gain a huge advantage, or they lose. And even then, I'll be drawing throughout the whole time. So that's it for the monsters. I think it's like 13, 4, 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, 16. Not even close. 3 for spells. Play 3 upstart. This card just gets you to your combo cards faster, gets you to traps faster, gets you to cards that you want to see more often faster, and you're basically playing a 30 76, 79. Playing a 31 card deck with the Recklesses. So you're going to see a lot of cards that you want to see way more often, especially with this. And the Recklesses obviously help too. 3 MST. I chose to keep this in because decks like Satellanites, this card kind of destroys them now that the Emptiness at 1. You don't really need this for Emptiness, you mainly need it for like their Oasis and their Call of Haunted and stuff like that. Yeah, I just kept it in because I don't really know what decks I'm going to see this format. I know Blackwings, they're going to be a thing for a little bit, and then they could summon something like a Ashura, and I'll just MST their a Whirlwind, so they won't get a search. And then one Regeki, Rest in Pepperoni Snatch Steal. Honestly, in my opinion, Snatch Steal deserves to be banned. I just kind of got used to it, used to seeing it. So, for traps, we got 3 Reload. Not much to say about this card. This is the card that made the deck viable. Yeah, just Regeki your opponent's field on their turn, or on your turn, and draw a card. So it's amazing. You plus a lot off that card. And then to end the Volcanic traps, we play 3 Reckless. This is kind of mandatory in this deck, just because if you're playing the deck right, you're going to get a draw phase every turn no matter what. So the skip 2 draw phases doesn't really matter. Yeah. Next for the trap holes search, the searchable trap holes, we got 2 Nightmare and 1 Bottomless. Good against Trish, and then I guess Dolls, maybe. I feel that this one's probably better against Dolls. Yeah, just because you can Bottomless the construct and just get rid of it forever unless they chain L. Yeah. 3 Mirror Force. You could cut one of them for an Emptiness. I just didn't really see a reason to run it. But yeah, you could take one of these out. Emptiness will make your opponent neg, but this will make your opponent most likely lose the game. Same with Emptiness, obviously, but this will just put in a lot more work. 2 Chains. Yeah, it's pretty obvious. 1 Ring. I really like Ring. I don't really like the new effect. I'd rather the old one where we both take damage at the exact same time. But now you have to ring them for exact game and hope that your life points won't drop to 0 first. Because with the new ruling, you take the damage first. So if your life points are lower than that monster's attack, you're going to lose first. So yeah, don't mess up on that. 1 Torrential. You could also take this out for the that 1 card I was talking about, I don't know, Emptiness. But I like it since Yosenjus are going to be not so much a tier 1 deck, it's just going to be a most played deck. And then a warning, because this deck loses to Denko most of the time. Here, I'll show you all extra deck first. Extra is just a bunch of 4s, Exton, Dweller. I usually like to play 2 Dweller, but I didn't feel like getting another one out. 1 Castell, probably play a second one. 1 Pop Operative, because I'm low on 4s, Mace Rogue, Cowboy, 101 Emerald, number 50 Ragnar Zero, and Crazy Box. Yeah, I just Crazy Box. I like to get crazy. For side deck, I'll show you all the Volcanic related side deck first. We got 1 Counter. This is just for when you're going into time. It's basically another ring, so you can play 2 rings in the deck. One Wildfire makes the hands miss timing. Nobody really expects this card or sees it coming. Yeah, and it's also a dark hole in your opponent's turn. So basically this will blow up your opponent's field on their turn deck. Then we got one Magic Cylinder. I want to play another one, I just can't find another hollow one. Or a common one if at that. But yeah, this is also for when you're going at a time, or when your opponent, if your opponent's playing a really fast deck like Necros, and or for some reason Quill Forts, which honestly I don't think are going to be that meta of a deck this format, or ever again until they bring Sacrifice back. They can attack for like 28 is their biggest speeder, and then you can just Magic Cylinder, and if they already paid a lot of life points, it could be game. So, and then for the Traptrix side, we got one time space. For regular side deck cards, we got 2 fire, 2 ice. I just like hands, so because I do have 2 hands, as you see, and I like to use them effectively. That rhymes. Very dope. For spells, we got 1 dank hole. I want to try and put another one in, but honestly, there's no reason. There's already too much removal with the scatter shots and the Regeki. Yeah, and that's torrential. So, I mean, you can if you want. I just don't. Can't find the room. 2 full house. Fire Fists, honestly, in my opinion, are gonna be a thing again. And even before that, this is still a pretty good card. Possibly in the mirror match if it ever comes up. Or against, as I said, Fire Fist, because Fire Fist is gonna be a very good deck. In my opinion, like I don't know what's gonna happen, but I think Fire Fists are gonna be relevant. 2 Mischief of the Gnomes for Burning Abyss. They got hit, but they'll still be relevant. And then 2 Imperial Iron Walls for Necros. You may be wondering why I'm only citing 2 cards for Necros in particular, but I mean, obviously the Dark Holes for them to get over the 23 ass Digital Lock, or just anything I can't get over. But this just mainly stops them from playing their deck. Like, they can still Stratos anything with Bryo. Obviously they only have 2, but just the fact that their deck is now very limited. A lot of them are already taking out MSTs, so this is going to be very relevant Floodgate, unless they Trish it. Which I'm not even sure they could activate Trish's effect while it's on the field, but I guess we'll find out. We'll probably get some rulings. There's probably already rulings, I just don't know about it. This is just a very good card. And Infernoids, they lose to this. If for some reason you were playing at locals like right now and you saw a Dark Matter Dragon deck, you can activate this, and I'm pretty sure the full effect of Dark Matter won't activate, because you have to banish if they do the things. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, there's not much this deck has to say, or I have to say about this deck. You have to think, honestly, a lot about your plays and what to discard, what to search with Marmelios, but that's just my opinion. Oh, and one more thing, you could also shuffle the Fire Hands back in with a Royal Fire Guard, so yeah, that's a very good play. And then Ring. I was actually thinking about siding Exchange of the Spirit just to recycle resources, but if you're in desperate need of recycling resources and using Ring, you're probably playing the deck wrong, so I opted not to play it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment in the comment section below, and tell me what deck you guys are playing this format. I want to know what is going to be relevant as soon as possible, so I can build a side deck and a main deck, and maybe even an extra deck based on it. So yeah, just let me know. Let me know what deck or what card you were excited that came off the list or put on the list. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and yeah, peace.